Hey guys, welcome back to Pharaoh Iron and Customs. It's another two-cylinder Tuesday, and today I'm gonna measure this gouge in this block as best as I can to get an idea about how deep it is. And I'm gonna do my best on filming this because the other night when I did Friday night in the shop over at Glenn's house, I left the new tripod over at his house. So, you know, fun stuff. So I may have some stops and starts, but what I have got here, I've got the light set up. You can see this area. It's really hard to tell, but it's not fingernail width, but it's half of a fingernail width. So I may end up having to clean this. I don't know if you can see that because of the light. There's some rust. That rust is all up in here. This cylinder looks really good. And what I was going to do to start with is I have broke out my inside micrometer set. And I got the 2 to 3. And either it's 2 thousandths off, or I would probably almost bet that my micrometer is probably 2 thousandths off, but so it's 2 thousandths big. So I'm going to change it from the 2 to 3 to the, actually I already have it out. I have the 1/2 inch spacer of the see if you can see that number. Focus. It's 5 to 6. Is that a Maggie hair in my finger, I think. Anyway, so it's 5 to 6, and it's not going to focus in on it like it ought to. Its eyesight is worse than mine is, and mine's pretty terrible. Alright, so we're going to go, the bore is 5 inches 500 thousandths standard. Alright, it's got 45 thousandths pistons in it, so it should be north of 5 inches 545 thousandths. So give me a second, let me get this set up and I'll come right back. Alright guys, that's what it's showing with the micrometer. I have the 5 to 6 and the 1/2 inch spacer, and it is showing to be 5 thousandths shy. I think that's probably wrong. If I had an outside micrometer to measure this with that was a 5 to 6 outside micrometer, I'd measure this. So all I have to go on is my digital calipers. So, you know, we're gonna just go on that. Alright guys, I've got that in there about where I'm figuring it ought to be. So it's a 5 to 6 inside micrometer, the little extension with, and then it's got this 1/2 inch extension because this micrometer only reads a 1/2 inch at a time. So it's a 1/2 inch plus 0, and one line is 25 plus 20 is 5 inches 545 thousandths is what this hole, which is the one that doesn't have a whole lot of problems with it, reads. This is what it read on the vernier caliper, 5 inches 539 thousandths. And like I said, the piston is, you know, a 45 thousandths over piston, so there's no way that's right. So what I'm going to try to do, and like I said, I'm probably going to have to clean this up to get an accurate reading, but what I'm trying to figure out is how deep that scratch is. And right now my thought is to go ahead and go from 45 to 90, because you can get 45, 90, and 125 pistons for this. And go ahead and go to a 90 thousandths piston and have the block rebored. And you know, you can probably hone this and get away with it, but am I going to be happy with that? I don't know. Let me measure. Let me clean some of that scale off. Like I said, I don't know if y'all can see that really well. Let me clean that scale off, and we'll come back. All right, guys, we're measuring. We're thinking on the fly here now. I ain't mad about this at all. I'm trying to get this light where it's not affecting what. Tried to find the widest section. It looks like it's about a 4/1000 deep groove. So I don't know if that can be honed out or not. And technically it would need to be 4/1000 on each side. You know, I'm almost to the point of trying to hone this block. That would save a tremendous amount of money. A new set of pistons is very expensive for this, and the work to get it bored is even more expensive. And I think the worst of it is right up here. I will have to get something down in there. It actually cleaned up really well. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's still a little bit of speckles of rust in there. I just took the old side grinder with a wire wheel on it and brushed the rust off of it. But I ain't mad at that. You know what? I think we're gonna brush that. I'm gonna see how much hone for this is. A ball hone is. It's liable to be $100, but I'm thinking we're gonna try to hone this block. You know, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to hone this. It's better to spend 100 than it is to spend 1,000. So anyway, anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. That's all I got time for this week. I've had a very busy week. The wife and I made it down to Oriental, to where our boat is, over the weekend, and we spent a couple of days on the boat, so I didn't get anything done over the weekend on any of the projects. But you know, sometimes you got to take some time and do some of those other things that you like to do. Anyway, there should be a video coming out on Wednesday about, I'm going to do something to the car. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to be home earlier tomorrow. Well, actually, I was home early today, but I mowed the yard. So I'm going to be home tomorrow and have some more time in the shop than I have tonight. And we're going to get a little something done to the car, so there'll be a video on Wednesday. And we have probably Hurricane Ian bearing down on us later in the week, although the National Hurricane Service has it tracking somewhere between Raleigh and Charlotte. A fly. Anyway, so we're going to see how that works out. We may have a hurricane party Friday night in the shop. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe.